Wait, I know you.
Dahlius has camps in the Pale. And to take... Damn him. That old bear was right. Did you run into any trouble? That's the spirit. I'm glad you're here. I have a message I need delivered to the... Deliver this axe to Balgruuf the Greater. Keep your wits about you. The Jarl of Whiterun, known for it. I thought I gave you something to do. To Whiterun with you.
Alduin? We heard the Dragonrend shout from here. You defeated him? I feared as much. I thought it was him we saw flying east. We are not warriors. What is overlooked in the Dragonborn is not permitted to any other followers of the Way of the Voice. You misunderstand our authority. The Greybeards have never... I see. The dragon will lead you to Alduin. Paarthurnax has made the decision to... Even the Greybeards must bend. So be it. We will see if they still remember us. Ref? And focus.
Soon enough, we will march on. It's about time they turn their gaze from the heavens back to us. I have the greatest respect for the Greybeards. But the political situation... I can't afford to appear weak. I can't agree to this. I'll do it. The World Eater of... Even Tullius may be forced to talk... Yes, I'll give Tullius one more chance to quit Skyrim with his tail between his legs.
Hear the news? By the gods, the Emperor's been murdered. On his own ship, moored in the inlet.
Ulfric's planning an attack on Whiterun.
Make it quick. I get... The Greybeards. What do the... Why, there's nothing to discuss as long as that... They are getting... My job is to quell this rebellion. And I intend to do just that. You may have a point. It's getting... By all accounts, the Stormcloaks are suffering just as badly. Yes. He'd be insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
The Greybeards have called a peace council at High Hrothgar. Keep it.
You've done it. The men of violence are gathered here, in these halls whose very stones are dedicated to peace. I should not have agreed to host this council. The Greybeards have no business involving ourselves in such matters. Peace? I doubt it. They may put their weapons down for... They are not yet tired of war. Far from it. You know the ancient Nord word for war? But regrets up. Take your seat at the council table, and let us see what wisdom we can find among these warriors of Skyrim. Why delay? Please, take your seat so that we can begin.
What's that?
Help!
I must have been hearing.
Now that everyone is here, please take your seats so we can begin. I hope that we have all come here in the spirit
You
of...
insult us by bringing her to this negotiation? You're Chief Talos Hunter?
That didn't take long.
Diplomatic as usual.
I have every right to be at this negotiation. I need to ensure that nothing is agreed to here that violates the terms of the White Gold Concordat.
She's part of the Imperial delegation. You can't dictate who I bring to this council.
Please, if we have to negotiate the terms of the negotiation, we will never get anywhere. Perhaps this would be a good time to get the Dragonborn's input on this matter.
By Ysmir's beard. The nerve of those Imperial bastards, eh? To think that we would sit down with that. Thalmor bitch. I say she walks, or we walk. Maybe so. But bringing her here is a deliberate provocation. We need to show Tullius we won't be pushed around. It feels like a mistake to me. But I'll bow to your judgment on this. But she is to observe, nothing more. We are not negotiating with her. Is that clear?
Ulfric, why so hostile? After all, it's not the Thalmor that's burning your farms and killing your sons.
She's supposed to be on our
You
side?
know exactly... No. Not this time.
Now that that's settled, may we proceed?
One moment.
Here we go.
I just want to make clear that the only reason I agreed to attend this council was to deal with the Dragon Menace. I have no authority to negotiate a permanent settlement, unless Ulfric is ready to sue for peace and turn himself over to Imperial justice.
Master Arngir.
We're
are you
here
going
to
just
arrange a
let him
temporary
continue
truce to allow the Dragonborn here to deal with the dragons. Nothing more. We consider even sitting down to talk with these rebels more than generous.
Enough posturing, Tullius. If you came to talk, Let's get on with it.
Fine. Let's get this over with.
Are we ready to proceed? General Tullius, Jarl Ulfric, this council is unprecedented. We are gathered here at the Dragonborn's request. I ask that you all respect the spirit of High Hrothgar, and do your best to begin the process of achieving a lasting peace in Skyrim. Who would like to open the negotiations?
Our terms are simple. Riften must be returned to Imperial control. That's our price for agreeing to a truce.
By Talos, the stone's on this one. You're in no position to dictate terms to us, Tullius.
That's quite an opening demand, Tullius.
Ulfric, you can't be taking this demand seriously. We can hold Riften against anything the Empire can throw at it. Besides, Jarl Laila will never agree to...
I decide is in the best interests of Skyrim. Are we clear?
Yes, my lord.
Come on, Tullius. You can't seriously expect us to just hand over Riften at the negotiating table. You haven't been able to take it back yet. Why should we give it up now?
I am sure General Tullius does not expect something for nothing.
Of course not. What will you offer for Riften, Tullius? Some empty promises? Maybe some more Imperial bluster?
Enough, Galmar.
Jarl Ulfric, what would you want in return?
First, let me be clear. The Sons of Skyrim know from bitter experience that talking to the Empire is a waste of time. Or worse, Imperial promises are simply a way to lull you while they prepare a dagger for your back.
Aye, we haven't forgotten Markarth, Tullius.
But I accept the Dragonborn's invitation to this council, and I at least will negotiate in good faith. The council was your idea, huh? So tell us, what do you think Riften is worth? Yes. With Markarth in our hands, we'll be able to raid the Imperial supply lines out of Solitude.
You heard what she said, Ulfric. We get Riften back. Now we'll see if there's anything behind your fine words.
Think hard about your loyalty, sister. I expected better from you. I know how this works, Tullius. I've learned the value of Imperial promises the hard way. Never again. Skyrim will never again bow to your false empire. Let's go, Galmar. I should have listened to you in the first place.
You always were a fool, Ulfric. You're no better at diplomacy than you are in the battlefield.
Stop! Are you so blind to our danger that you can't see past your petty disagreements? Here you sit arguing about nothing, while the fate of the land hangs in the balance.
Is he with you, Delphine? If so, I advise you to tell him to watch his tongue.
He is with me. And I advise you both to listen to what he has to say before you do anything rash.
Don't you understand the danger? Don't you understand what the return of the dragons means? Alduin has returned, the World Eater. Even now he devours the souls of your fallen comrades. He grows more powerful with every soldier slain in your pointless war. Can you not put aside your hatred for even one moment in the face of this mortal danger?
A very pretty speech. But what does it
Shut
have
up.
to do with the...
If he's right about Alduin, we both have just as much to lose here, Tullius. Remember that. Now, back to the matter at hand. You know as well as I do that we can't hand over Riften on these terms.
I'm sure you have something in mind.
Damn right we do.
You surrender Hjalmarch to us, and take Idgrod Ravencrone with you. Sorli the Builder will take over as Jarl of Morthal.
Where do these demands stop, Ulfric? Do you expect me to surrender all of Skyrim?
It seems I have no choice but to let the Dragonborn decide, although I'm starting to doubt your fairness. What say you, Dragonborn? Spoken like a true daughter of Skyrim. I suppose that's the fairest deal we're likely to get.
It seems we may have an agreement. Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius. These are the terms currently on the table. Riften will be handed over to Imperial control. Jarl Layla Lawgiver will step down, and Maven Blackbriar will become the Jarl of Riften. The Empire will withdraw its troops from the Reach, allowing Ulfric's forces unhindered access to Markarth. Jarl Igmund will go into exile, with Thongvor Silverblood taking his place as Jarl of Markarth. Hjalmarch will be turned over to Ulfric, with Sorli the Builder assuming the Jarlship. You both agree to this?
The Sons of Skyrim will live up to their agreements, as long as the Imperials hold to theirs. What about you, Elisif? Are these terms to your liking? Speak up! I'm sure General Tullius is waiting to do your bidding.
I have nothing to say to that murderer. General, you've proven yourself a good friend to Skyrim. I continue to trust that you will do your utmost to safeguard our interests.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. I appreciate your loyalty. The Empire can live with these terms, yes, for a temporary truce, until the dragon menace is dealt with. After that, Ulfric, there will be a reckoning. Count on it.
Now that the Empire has been driven from the Reach, we can put a stop to the raping of her silver mines. That silver belongs in Skyrim. Come on, Delmar. We have a lot of work to do.
This is quite an achievement, Dragonborn, and General Tullius. Riften is ours.
Jarl Balgruuf, I assume you are familiar with the Dragonborn's plan?
Yes, I'm ready to do my part. Just say the word, and my men will help you spring this trap.
But the difficulty remains how to lure a dragon to Dragon's Reach at all.
Well, that's an excellent question. You haven't overlooked that little detail, have you?
I believe I can be of help here. I anticipated the problem. While you were arranging this meeting, I was busy in the library of Skyhaven Temple, an unguessed trove of lost lore. But the important thing is that the Blades recorded many of the names of dragons they slew. Cross-referencing this with Delphine's map of dragon burial sites, I believe I've identified one of the dragons that Alduin has raised up. Don't you see? By calling the dragon with a voice, he will hear you. He's not compelled to, but dragons are prideful, but your voice in particular is likely to I think it's very likely that he will be unable to resist indeed. I'm no master of the Oda Ving, winged snow hunter, as I read it.
Paarthurnax, the dragon that the Greybeards have been protecting for all these years. He needs to die. He deserves to die. And it falls to you to kill him. Until he's dead. Well, I'm sorry, but we would dishonor our oaths as blades if we continued to help you. If they had their way, you do nothing but sit up on the Greybeard. Think about it. No. Trust me, there is no need to be. Make your choice, Dragonborn. You're either with us. Here's the big picture. He helped Alduin enslave our ancestor. We can't afford to give Paarthurnax the opportunity to betray us in turn and return to his old master. The faction that rules the Aldmeri Dominion, the ones who almost destroyed the Empire, there's no worse enemy to humankind in Tamriel. The Empire barely survived the last war. When I was young, our leaders became... They believed that if and when we found a Dragonborn, we would... Turns out we fatally underestimated the Thalmor. I was one of the few who escaped. For a long time, all I cared about... But then the dragons returned. And I remembered that the Blades used to be Dragonslayer, and that we were sworn to protect the Dragonborn, the greatest dragon slayer of all.
Did you need something?
Another wanderer, here to lick my father's boots. Good job.
Never should have come here.
Divines bless you. May the... Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here is your reward.
The Greybeards have arranged a truce between Stormcloaks and Imperials.
We're ready,
How long can-
as I promised. My men stand ready. My men know what to do. Make sure you do your part. I'm putting my city in your hands. here, yeah.
Hear that?
Steady. Steady now. Keep under cover until it's down. Hold your fire until he's close.
Dovahkiin, here I am.
I'll see you burn. We've got to bring it down.
We need to bring it down.
Do your worst.
Dragonborn, do whatever you're going to do.
I claim the glory of your defeat, Dovahkiin.
Jur?
Med Kodav. Ru'ubonar. You went to a great deal of trouble to put me in this humiliating position. In Sir Alduin, no doubt you want to know where to find Alduin. Renikvaza, an apt phrase. Alduin Boval. One reason I came to your call was to test your Thu'um for myself. Many of us have begun to question Alduin's lordship, whether his... Among ourselves, of course. Muni Mae, once Lord Croesus, innumerable. He has traveled to Sovngarde to regain his strength, devouring the Silesian. His door to Sovngarde is at Skuldafn, one of his ancient fanes high in the eastern mountains. Mindoran pa ok midove navarantil. I surely do not need to warn you that all his remaining strength is marshaled there. Zuulost ofan hinlan. Now that I have answered your question, you will allow me to go free? Serve you? No. Need id. If and when you do. Croesus. There is only this. You have the Thuum of Adova. Of course, I could fly you there, but not while imprisoned like this. Onikan Korav Gain, and you can trust me. Free me, and I will carry you to Skuldafn.
I can't believe something to tell. You sure about that? You want to let your funeral? Someone else is gonna have to help you get him back in there again.
Asnu, Dini Dain Ruthi Asma. Are you ready to see the world as only Adova can? Saran Uth, I await your command as promised. Are you ready to see the world as only Adova can? Zukbrit Oth. I warn you, once you've flown the skies of Kaisal, your envy of the Dove will... Amativ, Mubokotin Stinselok. This is as far as I can take. Grifboth Akrin, I will look for your return. Or Alduin's.
Yeah.